deal with a situation, person, or the words and actions of the people in your life who may have felt you, may have made you feel disrespected or belittled you. And today's guidance is going to address that. And we have three piles to choose from. Pile one is two lightning bolts with the green dice. Pile 2 is the number 6 with a pathway, a cross cross section, not a cross section, a path leading to two paths. Sorry, and pile 3 we have a bat with the pink dice. So feel free to meditate on the three piles and pick the pile which draws your attention the most, and you will find the timestamps for them below. Welcome pile 1, those of you who chose the green dice. Let's take a look at the charms as to what may be the reason for you feeling belittled. What may have caused this feeling? Who may be responsible for making you feel low about yourself? So we have, yes, so this is work related. So this is the charm of overworking yourself. As you can see, the eyes are exhausted, but they have no choice, but they feel like they have no choice but to overwork themselves because they have to take care of the survival needs, the money. They are scared that if they don't work enough, they may lose their job or money. So if this situation resonates with you, then this is your pile. Otherwise, feel free to pick another pile. Now let's take a look at what is the guidance for you in this situation. How can you feel relief in this situation where you may have felt disrespected? Yes. So we have okay, this is very straightforward and sweet guidance from the universe. So let's understand the different scenarios that may have caused this. So one scenario I have already mentioned, that you might have felt like if you don't work hard enough, or like if you don't work for a fixed number of hours in a day, you, even though it may not be or even though it might be an illusion that you will lose your job, because sometimes the mind can focus too much and make it seem real. So it may be an exaggeration of the mind. I'm not saying that what you're feeling is wrong. I'm just saying it may be slightly exaggerated, but you still have that fear, very deep rooted in your subconscious, that if you don't work hard enough for a fixed number of hours, you will lose your job, you will not get paid. Or you might feel like if you don't work hard enough and don't prove yourself to the people in your job, they will disrespect you, they will belittle you, they will make fun of you, they will not honor you or respect you. And so that might have really hurt your you in a way. And to be very specific, your inner child, your soul might your ego might be hurt when you don't feel like you get the appreciation and love and support in your work environment, for sure. And that's why you sometimes may be forcing yourself to work extra hard and to always do more than what is required of you, because you really want to avoid the scenario where people disrespect you, because you might have faced that in the past and you don't want to be there anymore, because that really hurts you. And so this is a situation and that you might be facing right now, and the reason and the guidance for dealing with this situation is this wounded feminine energy. So let me give you a little um, backlog. so so what happens is, like the universe, just like any other species, evolves from like something very rudimentary to a more evolved being, and human beings have evolved from monkeys, and if you trace that back, and we've come from amphibians and all of that. So we have all these memory associated with us in our body, even though we are not consciously aware of it. And similarly, we have this suppressed feminine energy in all of us, who who how females have been associated to work extra hard. Not me, even though this may not be true in like presently, but this is how it has been in the past. Like, they have to work extra hard to prove themselves to and they have to always sacrifice their own needs to ensure that their family is happy or their husbands are happy. And so that sort of a thing is still in our subconscious mind, that wounded feminine energy. We have both masculine and feminine energies in all of the beings um, present. So every human has both the energies, and because the collective feminine energy and how we have been treated, the feminine energy has been suppressed in the past. This still takes root in all of us, and so to come out of this feeling disrespected is because your feminine energy is feeling disrespected. um, you may have in the past had some beautiful, crazy ideas that um, you might have taken for granted, or you might not have thought of them as, this is basically the idea of crazy, this is basically the charm of crazy ideas. And so you might not have given them so much weightage, because you thought that this is not important, or this is not good enough. And even in the projects that you're given in your work, in your day-to-day work, you might feel like, if you have an input versus your boss or some other colleague has an input, you always tend to suppress your input and do things their way. So this is representing the wounded feminine energy, that you don't nurture your own ideas, your own self. You have to, in order to come out of this feeling disrespected by others, you have to nurture yourself, your inner child, your feminine energy, to a point where you're not affected by other people's words and actions towards you. You are so strong in yourself and your self-worth that you understand that your ideas, your perceptions, your inputs are just as important as anybody else. And you may feel like the other people in around you have more experience, and they have more accolades, and they are more accomplished in their work. But I want to tell you that every person has their own unique perspective, have their own unique take, and no one's perspective alone is right or wrong. It is the collective perspectives, the collective work that makes it a beautiful piece of work. And so your input in your work is just as important. When you suppress your own ideas and inputs in the work that you have to do, and you force yourself to do it in a way that other people expect you to, you are disrespecting yourself in a way. And that's why this you may be feeling this like you might be feeling very low about yourself, or this might be mirroring in your external also, where people kind of don't give you the respect that you deserve, and that's because you are not acknowledging the beauty of your own ideas and perspectives. And so the guidance for this is that you nurture yourself and you protect your ideas and you protect your vision from anybody else. You don't, if others make fun of your ideas or disregard your ideas, just know that it's not because your idea is not good enough, or um, you are not good enough. It's because it's because of their limited perception, that they cannot appreciate the input that you are providing. You have to nurture yourself at the times when other people are not able to, and you have to also forgive them for their um, for how they have acted as well, because forgiveness is um, to benefit your own self. If we hold pain and grudges, it affects our own energies, it imbalances our own energies, it causes pain and causes diseases. And so it's just whoever might have made you feel disrespected or belittled, just visualize them in front of you. Just recap the incident in your mind where you felt disrespected. I know this may be hard to go through this again, but when we are healing our wounds, we have to uh, go to that wound and then band-aid it, right? So do this and then visualize that incident. Visualize yourself in a pink, beautiful, loving energy bubble. And then visualize that incident uh, transcending to the source, which is pure love and light. And as in consequent, as small, insignificant as this exercise may feel, I can assure you it will do wonders, because visualization is a spiritual skill that we all possess, and we are not aware of the power of this spiritual gift that we all have, visualization, yet fully yet. And so by doing this little exercise for yourself, where you visualize the incident and visualize yourself and the other person in love and see them as their true inner child self, and not as the persona that they have put, because that is a reflection of their own hurts and their own how they have been treated and all of that. And so they, in their true essence, they did not want to disrespect you, but they are merely a reflection of how your subconscious mind is in the present. So don't hold any grudges against them. Just visualize this incident being rising and getting absorbed in the loving source energy, and send yourself love and send them love. And then that's how you're going to band-aid this disrespect, feeling disrespected or belittled. And keep persevering, because you have some excellent ideas in your, you are being guided with some beautiful, excellent, crazy ideas that are so unique to yourself. And this is kind of um, reiterated through this charm, which is a heart on a flint. Your heart, um, you, when you include your heart in the work that you do, you will not have to worry about your survival, your fears, because when we follow our heart, our abundance follows. With whatever idea we may be guided to do, just keep following your heart, and you will find yourself rise above all of this. And this signifies changing cycles in your life. When you choose to pursue what your heart desires, and when you choose to pursue what your heart tells you to do in a project or in whatever task you are given, no matter how small, when you follow your heart, when you follow your instincts, your life changes, really. This shows a change of cycle, and you may already be doing it to some level, I feel, and you're already balancing and nurturing your feminine energies, and this will help you um, get relief from the past, which where you felt belittled by others in your workspace. So I hope you found this reading helpful and wish you lots of love and light. And if you enjoyed the reading, please feel free to leave a like. Thank you. Hello, File 2. Those of you who chose the purple dice with a path, diverging path, let's take a look at what may have made you feel disrespected by taking a look at your charms. So, what might have made you feel disrespected? Let's take a look at that. Right, so this tells me that you may have felt disrespected by your family, and the plate tells me that you might find it hard to revisit your parents, your family again, because they remind you of those past hurts. So let's take a look at the rest of your charms. So what's the guidance for pile number 2? Let's take a look. What's the guidance for pile 2? How can we find relief? Okay, yeah. So these are some nice charms. Okay. So the situation that might have made you feel disrespected is definitely your family members. They may have told you as a child that we know better, we will make the final choice in your life, and um, probably limited you from exploring yourself too much. Like, probably there were restrictions on what you eat, when you eat, when you go out, all of like those may be some of the examples, but you definitely felt restricted by their beliefs, their thoughts. They might have made you feel belittled by um, probably um, by the things that you achieved in life. Probably as a child you were not appreciated when let's say if you came second in class, maybe they made you feel like you didn't come first. Why didn't you come first, instead of appreciating that you did so well. And there was like a sense of conditional love in their beliefs. Like, they might have made you feel belittled you based on your body, because they also, when you are a reflection of them, and they might not have loved themselves, so whenever they saw that in you, they kind of reacted harshly towards you, and they said why like somebody, like their ego, probably they were serving their ego. They were they wanted to probably look better in front of other people's eyes, and kind of expected you to do better in your work, in your physical body, or in your whatever you do. Like, they don't, they feel happy when their ego is happy, sort of a situation. So they might have belittled you a lot as a child, and This aeroplane tells me that you have traveled away from them at some point in your life, and this charm actually highlights this. This is actually a hand which is squishing a little worm, tiny worm, and this is the mouth. So, this signifies that with their words, they tried to stop you, cage you, limit you, stop you from being your true self, did not probably make you feel accepted or loved for who you were, and always expected you to do something to satisfy their own egos in a way. Lord, sorry. And that made you very emotionally closed off. These are glasses with broken hearts and crosses. So they made your inner child, you protect yourself, your inner child, in a locked away castle. Like, you don't let that child come out so easily because you are so defensive, probably because of all um, the inacceptance and limited beliefs that were thrown at you, that made you feel belittled and disrespected. So like, they might have also not appreciated who you were, instead made you feel like you should be this, and that would make me happier. If you were that, then I would be so much more happier. Like, that was the kind of sense that I'm getting. And they might have disrespected you in other aspects as well. Like, they might have disrespected you in front of other people. They might have made you feel like somebody else was better than you, and that is very harsh when parents do that, because child looks up to their parents, and if they think low about their children, then that really affects the child, and the child starts seeing themselves in that light, and that is not fair, because your true family, your family has given you the body, the physical aspect, but your true essence is the source that is cut out from the universe's loving source energy. And Mother Gaia, Mother Earth, the moon is also a mother, the sun, the sky, they are our fathers, they are our true family, and they love us unconditionally. And it's best to think of these situations with your family as experiences that you had to experience to know better, that you are that your true family is the cosmic self, where you all are connected and everybody else is a reflection of yourself. And these beliefs, these limited beliefs, they get transferred to the children by the family, the society they are surrounded in, and these can have a tolling effect, a traumatizing effect on the child, until the child realizes that these things are not true. Whatever they said is not true. This is not the real me. The real me is this divine being of love and light. And um, when you realize that everything that happened to you was was meant to be, because it made you grow, it made you learn, it evolved you into this better being that you are today. And not feeling bitterness for anybody for mistreating you, but feeling gratitude for the lessons learned, will help you find relief in this situation, is the guidance that's coming through. And in the past, you might, this is the beautiful charm where this crown is given away to the beggar's bowl. Like, this is the beggar's bowl and the crown is inside. So in the past, you might have given your power away because we don't know any better, and we think that other people have power over us. But now you are realizing that you have the power to make your own reality, your own choices. And you have always been the one to follow your heart. See, this is the heart and the brain. And when other people act out of their ego, it doesn't sit well with you, it doesn't resonate with you, and you always follow your heart, and you're always kind, and you want to help others and make others feel happy. But in the past, you might have even sacrificed your own happiness to make other people happy. But now you see everything very clearly. This is a magnifying glass. Now you see everything very clearly. All the insecurities, beliefs passed down by your family that are not, that are illusions. You have recognized those, and now you have found the strength to walk your own path. You don't care anymore that um, if that path, which is your path to take, will bring you fame, glory, money, that is all a secondary to you, because your primary focus is to follow your heart, and you know that when you follow your heart, abundance will follow. You don't limit yourself by thinking that only this is the way for me. Only if I follow this will I be able to fulfill my survival needs. You trust in Mother Gaia. You trust in the universe that when you follow your heart, your abundance shall follow, and you are becoming more and more courageous, and you are letting go of these past hurts, this restrictions, this emotional abandonment, the belittling that your family might have done. And just look at these two charms, and that's why I feel like you're already on this journey, already on this path where you're walking your own path, and you're not affected by what people say to you anymore. You don't care because you realize that your happiness is the foremost thing that is important to you, because only when you are happy will your people in your reality can you make them happy. You cannot make other people happy if you are miserable yourself, and you are realizing that serving the ego is not fulfilling, and it's detrimental. It restricts you, it limits you, um, it doesn't help you experience the beauty that this life has to offer, and you realize all of that now. And you have achieved this beautiful balance. This is the balance of the third eye, the mind, and the heart. When all of these three things are in alignment, we live life like a superhuman. This is balanced masculine, feminine energy. When we are in tune with ourselves and we are being guided by our intuition and our balanced masculine, feminine energies, we work with so much love, we work with so much soul in everything that we do, without thinking of anything as more or less important, even if it's just brushing the room, like cleaning the room, or if it's brushing your hair. You get so involved in doing whatever you do, and that is the beauty of enjoying life. And you have started to enjoy those little things in life, and um, finding your own happiness and nurturing your own self, and not allowing the collective energies of the planet or other people's words and actions to hurt you anymore. And yes, sometimes it can throw you off balance, but um, there's actually one important last thing I would like to add here. I was reading this book on sacred geometry, and there this concept was introduced to me, where the rollback method in Tai Chi. So, in this method, what happens is when somebody directs negative energy at you, at your self worth, or makes you feel little, instead of reacting to it, you can just visualize it spiraling down, like this is the spiral. So, you can just visualize that thought, that whatever energy is directed at you spiraling down into the ground, and that way your energy is safe and protected from being affected by other people's perceptions and negativity. So that is something I was feeling guided to share. But you have already reached a beautiful alignment in yourself, and if you are still working on it, you're on the right track and doing great. And yes, you no longer feel the need to sacrifice your own happiness, even if your family might make you feel guilty about not seeing them or coming to them often enough. You realize that you have to listen to your gut feeling, and till the time you're not guided to, you don't want to put yourself in a position where you feel disrespected, and that is um, that is totally okay. So don't feel guilty about that. You are very loved and you are very guided, and people may have disrespected you with their words and actions, but their true essence is also love, and it is because they are suffering that those things come out, and it is because our subconscious is reflecting that they mirror it back to us. So forgive them for whatever happened, and focus on your happiness and love, and send them love as well. So that was your reading. I hope you found it helpful, and if you did, please feel free to leave a like, and I hope to see you again later. Hello, pile 3. Those of you who chose this dice with a bat, this is your reading. So let's take a look at your charms as to why you may have felt disrespected or belittled, and by whom. Okay, let's take a look. Yeah, so this is some authority figure in your life, in your childhood, and they, with this loudspeaker and this chili in the mouth, they probably have said a lot of harsh words to you, and not just to you, probably to the people in their life as well, and they are very far away from peace and harmony in simple words, if I can put it like that. And they might have, they not, it seems like they not only disrespect the people, not only you, but also like everybody in their surrounding, and that's because they are suffering. Really, they are suffering in themselves. They don't have a good healthy balance in themselves, and they don't love themselves, and they might have also gone through similar experiences in their childhood. And what happens is, when we don't heal the pain, we become the pain. And we embody that pain because we're always focusing on all those past hurts, and whatever we focus on, we become, sort of. So when we don't heal ourselves, that's what happens. So let's take a look at how can we heal through this energy. Right. Yeah, as very much indicated by these two charms of the loudspeaker and the mouth with a chili, these two also indicate the same. So in this charm, the two hands are chained, and in this charm, the guy is pointing at another person, and you have been at the receiving end of this because the mouth is at the fingers tip. So you, this represents you have always been felt restricted to listen, felt forced to listen to whatever they told you, and you might have your own beliefs as a child as well, but you were always like, there was always this very, your thoughts and this person's thought and your authority's thought in your life. This can be a mother or a father or a sibling, whoever had authority over you as a child, did make you feel very disrespected, and they kind of forced you to do things their way, and because you were dependent on them for your survival, you kind of felt like you had no choice but to listen to them. And you were also very kind and obedient as a kid, so you did listen. But that really had a toll on your self-respect and integrity, and now you feel like you need to protect yourself from this person who made you feel like that in your childhood. And this is actually a broom, so this indicates cleaning away. And you have been working to clean away this pattern in your subconscious mind. This represents the changing cycles. So you have been working very diligently, um, either you're consciously aware of it or not, but you have been focusing on cleaning all the unhealthy subconscious patterns, which is this is a mirror. And so you have been looking at yourself in the mirror and asking yourself all the tough questions, that what do I need to release, what is unhealthy that does not serve me. And you have realized that whatever this person told you, all the beliefs that you were made to kind of forcefully thrown at you to follow, and made you belittle and made you feel belittled, probably they thought that as a child you did not know any better, and they had more experience and they had more authority over you, and so you had to kind of you were kind of forced to listen to whatever they were saying. And even if you did not agree, you were probably not allowed a voice to even have a healthy argument and uh, share your perspective on the matter. And you might have felt very tongue tied, because obviously, if the person has a chili in their mouth, they are not going to stop at anything. And they probably had a loud, daunting voice, and you as a child did not want to like even respond to. You wanted to just finish things off quickly and go to somewhere more peaceful and loving, because children, they crave love and peace, and when they don't get it, it can be very harsh on them, it can take a toll on them. But you know that these patterns existed, and you have worked, or you are currently working towards releasing this. And that is what is going to actually, that is the guidance for you as well. Like, if you have felt belittled, that you are realizing that um, that was, and when you thought less of yourself, that was an illusion, is what you're realizing here. And you're realizing that you are the co-creator of your reality, and um, that you don't choose these situations, these people anymore who made you feel belittled. And they probably, you probably felt like, so this charm is the sand timer, of course, but this is the sand timer here. If you observe closely, it's broken, like they are not connected. And this tells me that you probably felt in your childhood that you had no time for yourself. Like, you were always either working to achieve something, because you had a lot of pressure put on you by other people's expectations, by these authorities' expectations. You had a lot of pressure on you to always do the right thing, or probably satisfy their ego. Probably they made you feel like, probably you had this pressure on yourself that you need to be the best at whatever you are doing, and you cannot waste time, and you cannot be free, and you cannot feel relaxed at any point. You're always supposed to work, and you always have to please other people. So this is also might be people pleasing trait in you as a child. But you have changed a lot of your cycles, and you have cleaned a lot of your cycles, and you have realized your true worth, and you no longer feel limited by the time. Time is actually an illusion as well. So time is how long you feel. If you're forcing yourself to do something, the time is going to feel long, and if you're enjoying something you're doing, it's going to feel like it's passing away this quickly. And that's the trick to live your life, to do things at every moment, at every moment, as to what you're feeling inspired to do, and not forcing yourself to do anything that you're not feeling motivated to do. And now you have realized that, and you see that now. And you also realize that um, this limited belief, this person is holding on to the coins, and you're realizing that that this was their fear. It is not your fear, it was their insecurity. They thought and made you be this person. They try to make you uh, like, they probably had the intention to make you very strong in life, so that you're a good survivor and you have good material wealth. But you're realizing that all the things that they said and all the beliefs that they had, they were not yours, and they were not true to you. And as we become aware of these beliefs, we also find relief and heal from them. So the guidance for you to um, overcome this past hurts, where you felt belittled by this authority figure, is to trust in divine timing and to know that everything is going to be everything has happened just as it was supposed to. And you will find whatever you are looking for in the right time, whether it's an insight or heal, or a relief. It will be brought to you in divine timing. And just know that um, just know your true self, which is that of a creator. And yeah, so that was your reading. I hope you found that helpful, and if you did, please feel free to leave a like, and I hope to see you again later.